I gotta get a new location for each intro, otherwise this will get very stale very quickly. Hey everybody, it's Mega Master 1, and guess what? I'm back for more Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Last time, we began the Trouble Center side quest available after the prologue in Chapter 1, and this time, we'll be taking on the troubles that are available after completing Chapter 2. Now, I know whenever I ended off the last part, I said that we'd be taking on the Chapter 3 troubles as well as rematching the Glitz Pit, but I'm gonna have to put that off for just another part because the last trouble we'll be covering in this part is a bit of a beefier one, and I don't want the video to go on for too long, so I hope you'll put up with me for just another part. So this part will just be the post-Chapter 2 troubles, and then the next part will be the post-Chapter 3 troubles and the Glitz Pit and all that. Afterwards, I'll try to go back to each part covering 2 chapters worth of troubles, but no promises here. I want to point out that off-screen, I did grind for levels with the Amazy Daisies to get us to level 30, so now we're a superstar. I upgraded my BP both times and used all the BP that I had accumulated to equip Defend Plus, P Up D Down Partner, and Happy Heart. This badge layout may change later depending on if I see anything in the shop or from Charlieton, but this is what I'm choosing to work with for now. Also, I must have been really lucky that day because on the first Amazy Daisy I found, not only did I get quite possibly my best power balance record of the playthrough, but I was lucky enough to get double star points. So if you were curious, I only had to fight 3 Amazy Daisies to get to the level I wanted. If you're curious how I got Amazy Daisies to show up, I pretty much just encountered a Daisy on the field, and if there wasn't one in that battle, I ran from the battle, left that screen, and came back, and then encountered it again to see if the enemies had reshuffled. There were a few times where the Amazy Daisy ran away before I could beat it, so what I did in that instance was run from the battle, then immediately try it again without leaving the area. That way, the fight wouldn't shuffle and I would get the same fight. As an extra, while I was looking for Amazy Daisies, I actually found this invisible block that I didn't hit on the Twilight Trail, one screen away from Creepy Steeple. So, with all that being said, wake up guys, we are going to continue and take on the next trouble available, which is from the Puny Elder. Hey, look at that. I'm getting up there in years, so I want me some insurance. A life shroom. I'm in no big hurry, but sometime before my time comes would be nice. Thank you for being specific. Please meet me in the Great Tree in Bogley Woods. Want to take on the Puny Elder's trouble? Yes. Do it and do it right. Now, thankfully, last part, if you guys recall, I actually found a life shroom in Hooktail Castle that I missed, so we're all good to go. I didn't even have to give her one from my personal inventory. This one was just kind of laying around for us. Oh, is that you, Martio? Are you here to listen to me pontificate for a spell? Or did you bring me a life shroom? Here you go. By the way, I don't often hear the word pontificate. Future me, put up the definition if you would please. Oh, Glory, you got one! A life shroom! Lovely! Thank you, Martio! And you made it before I actually needed it. Phew! Here, take this reward. A life shroom is like health insurance. I'll live a long life now for certain. Got 60 coins. That one's pretty worth your time. What's next on the list? We have Lala. This may be Layla, but I don't know, with the H in there, I'm more inclined to believe it's Lala. Play with me. The Pianta Parlor is now having its grand opening event. Whee! Whoever takes this request gets something special from Lala, the cute kitty boo. We're waiting on Rogueport's west side, so please come quickly. Want to take on Lala's trouble? Yes. Do it and do it right. I'm not really going to bother to cut away here as it's only on the other side of Rogueport. That's not too far to go. But yeah, you can kind of tell that they expected you to do this during the main game and not the post game, because we've had access to the Pianta Parlor for quite some time. In fact, you don't even need to wait for that trouble to be available. You can just go. It's readily available. If you guys recall from just before Chapter 3, this is the business that Don Pianta runs. That's like his little casino, and it's actually where we're going to be taking on those special mini games, like with the special card that I got from Kapuk last part. Let's see what you have to say, sir. The new boss told me to look for after this place, but I'm tired. When's my break, huh? I don't know. Talk to your manager. And here we go. This is the Pianta Parlor. A few slots. You have this machine here, which will actually allow you to buy these little tokens. I am the Pianta Changer changing machine. I am called Pianta Changer. Very original name. I exchange 1 Pianta for 3 coins. Want to exchange? No. Thank you very much. Come again. Instead, we're going to... What do you say we talk to Don Pianta? How's retirement treating you, buddy?
Hey, it's you again. You know the sky going dark wasn't nothing at all. It was great for us. You should have seen the way people were blowing the dough.
Okay, people have strange priorities during the apocalypse. Nothing else to add? Okay. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and talk to Lala here, as she's the one with the trouble. Hi! Hello there, Mario. Welcome to the parlor. Oh, you took on my trouble? That is so super! Well, okay. Here's your special thing. Hold on a second now. Oh, okay, okay. That is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Hehe. Don't tell anybody. Hey, what's the matter? You look disappointed. No, I'm actually relieved here. Well, fine, whatever. Or maybe that's supposed to be... Well, fine, whatever. Enjoy the parlor. Play and win. You solve the trouble. Yeah, that's it. It's basically just goading you into trying out the Pianta Parlor. In fact, let's... Now, we'll play the slots in a little bit. Instead, I want to show off an Easter egg here. Now, if you talk to Lala here on the reception end... Oh, Mario, that card. You got a member's card. Oh, this is the thing that Kapuk gave us last part. Good. Okay, I'll prepare the minigame so you can play it with that member's card. How exciting! You can now play the plain game. What can I show you? We're not going to play the plain game yet. We're going to save that for another part. Instead, before we do anything else, how about we see what kind of goods we can win? You can trade in the Piantas that you've won for prizes. And some of our prizes you can't be found anywhere else. Yes, that's right. I think while I was learning the recipes for this game, I didn't know where Cake Mix was for the longest time, and it turns out this is the only place that you can get it in this game. So, good to know. And then some of these badges might be exclusive to this place, but I can't say for sure. I know FP Plus and HP Plus we have found, and we actually own those badges, come to think of it. But if you want doubles, there you go. I don't know if they're worth 100 Pianta tokens, though. Aw, that's too bad. Come back if you decide to trade in for something. Now, I mentioned that she's fairly perky whenever we talk to her on the reception end. But what happens if we get in here with her? Oh my, customers aren't allowed back here. What? You want to learn a little more about me? Well, I'm in charge of the Pianta Parlor. I'm in charge of the Parlor Center, silly. I know all there is to know about this place, so if you have a question, just ask. You were hoping for more personal information? Fine, whatever. I'm 18. That made a lot of people very happy, I'm sure. My favorite food is honey shrooms. The rest is a secret. If you get a high score in one of the mini-games, maybe I'll tell you more. Okay, so that's actually... That just kind of leads to a little bit more flavor text. We might have to see what those things are. I wasn't really planning on that, but you know what? Fine. In the future part, I'll try to remember to see what else she says. But yeah, that's not really something you have to do. Again, it's just a cool flavor text thing. Why don't we try out the slots here real quick? Now, as you guys know from the bingos, I am terrible at slots, and is this going to be the moment? Oh my god! Whoa, okay! Yeah, I don't feel the need to do another game here. I'm satisfied with that. I know when to walk away. If you were curious, this thing here is just the scoreboard. It shows who has the records and the different ranks, none of which are ours. Yet. Oh, okay, and then Lala. I'll hold 24 Piantas for you, Mario. And there we go, that's all there is to that. Actually, no, there isn't all there is to that. I forgot one thing in my notes that I wanted to share. Say it with me, class. According to Super Mario Wiki, in the Japanese version, Lala and her sister in the store next door wore bunny ears and resembled Playboy bunnies, as opposed to everywhere else in the world where they were localized to wear cat ears. Now we're ready for the next trouble. And this is going to be the longer trouble I said that we'd be covering. We have Pine Tea Jr. Help My Daddy. Oh, my dad is in a world of hurt down there. Please, you gotta help him. I'm waiting at the entrance to the Pit of 100 Trials, beneath Rogueport. Want to take on Pine Tea Jr.'s trouble? Do it and do it right. Oh boy. Okay, in spite of my reaction, what we'll be doing for this part isn't actually that bad. But I will still be taking one of my life shrooms out of storage. And the room just to the west of the 1,000-Year Door is where we need to be. Alternatively, you can also enter this room by taking a pipe on the west side of Rogueport sewers. But I just kind of wanted to show you how everything related to each other. We can actually look at this signboard really quick. Deepest level reached, 0. Record power bounces, 11. Yes, that's the new record that we're going for. And star pieces found, 100. Good. Now, Pine Tea Jr., what exactly is going on here? Why would you bring us to such a dangerous place? You took all my trouble? Oh, thank the stars. This is just terrible. My dad went into the Pit of 100 Trials and he never came out. He lost his job and said the only way to support us was the pit's treasure. But I don't need treasure. I just want my dad back. Please help him. Now, I'm going to make this clear right now. We will not be doing the whole pit in this part. For this, we only need to go as far as floor 20 since there's an exit every 10 floors. So, when will we be taking on the whole thing, you may ask? After some consideration, I have decided that after we take on all the other Trouble Center side quests, on a date that is yet to be decided, I will actually be live streaming the Pit of 100 Trials in its entirety right here on YouTube. Originally, I had the plan to record it by myself and then post-commentate it with some guests or even just speed it up, but I eventually decided that doing it live would be the best way to show it off, and it would be a good way to interact with you guys. That way you guys kind of get the full experience. The stream will be published right here on YouTube as whatever part number we're on at that point, so it can be enjoyed like any other bonus video we've done so far. I debated on whether or not I would save this trouble for then, but I came to the conclusion that I'd like the reward before we get to that point. This won't take as long, and this would just be kind of a good way to give you guys a taste of what the pit is like before we do the whole thing for real. With that being said, danger, do not enter. This pipe is the entrance to the Pit of 100 Trials. First attack and bump attack badges don't work, so beware! Beware! Yes, they do not want you cheesing that. The bump attack badge will pretty much defeat enemy on the field as long as you're a decent level ahead of it. So, oh, speaking of which, looks like we got some new enemies. Now, we have filled out the tattle log to 107 tattles out of 124. The remaining 17 will be in the pit, but again, we will not be covering them all in this part. We will get, I think, at least 2 new ones, though. So let's go ahead and switch to Goombella before this guy has a chance to even do anything to us. And get into our first battle. Dodgy! At least that one still works. Thank you, Lucky Start. We have a Gloomba! And Stylish! That's a Gloomba. It likes dark, damp places. Max HP is 7, attack is 3, and defense is 0. It's stronger than a normal Goomba, so be careful. That's not a healthy color for a Goomba, but it doesn't mean it's sick or anything. So, don't show any mercy.
We do not train to be merciful here. Mercy is for the weak. Here, on the street, in competition, a man confronts you, he's the enemy. An enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence?
Alright, and if these guys' color palette actually looks familiar, this is the same color palette as the underground Goombas in Super Mario All-Stars. The original one, not the 3D version. Oh, I wanted to try to super guard there. Well, regardless, this guy isn't going to give us that much trouble. Good night, and good day. First battle done. No problem. And thankfully, I have the Heart Finder and Flower Finder badges, so that helped to replenish a little bit of Goombella. I guess you just kind of have to have a good luck of the draw. But I will be switching to Flurry, since I don't believe we'll be... Actually, no, I want to Tattle first. But I don't believe we're going to be running into the next enemy that we have to Tattle anytime soon. This is the Pit of 100 Trials. That pipe just seems to lead down forever. Still, the air seems kind of fresh here. I guess it's flowing down from above. Huh? Yeah, I think since that we just started, that's the tattle she has, but maybe once... Because the aesthetics of this place will actually change slightly. It will get a little bit darker. So maybe her tattle changes then. I don't know. We'll find out later. And we have a Spinia. No problem. So you can kind of see that the pit is going to reflect our journey at least a little bit in terms of difficulty. We have, hey, look at that, a badge. If you do need items down here, you can also use Miss Mao's. You know what? I don't think we've actually stolen an item, so why not? Sorry, Flurry, you'll get your chance, I promise you. But what do you say we actually try to steal an... You can't steal from any enemy except for the one in front. Well, isn't that just nice? Alright. Love slap it is. Just had to contradict me. But yes, the early enemies will kind of reflect like the prologue in Chapter 1, whereas the later enemies will reflect towards the end of the game. Alright, now we'll see about this. There we go, that's how to super guard. That's not how to super guard. Alright, let's try it now. Press A to stop the gauge after it passes OK. Does that count? No, it does not. Alright, so you have to have good reflexes there. You know what? We'll try one more time. Nice. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. We stole pretty lucky. Now, we already have that badge, but I just wanted to show that move off because I don't believe we have done that thus far. Oh. That's not how to super guard. Well, doesn't matter. We're finishing this fight. Nice. And as you have probably seen from the past few fights, we have a much nicer stage to work with. This is one of the perks of being a superstar rank. I'll go over each of the ranks and their meaning at the end of the episode. And of course, if I didn't already show in the last floor, you can look at these little plaques towards the back wall, and they will tell you what sub-level you are currently on. And I find usually it's best to get the first strike down here. It's particularly important... I was gonna say, it's particularly important in the... We're not stealing that badge, we have enough. It's particularly important in the early floors of this place to not accumulate a whole lot of damage to yourself, so that way you are much fresher for the later floors. That can still happen too, even if you are a superstar rank. Yes, now we can see every single hazard this game has to offer, but again, I will explain more of that at the end of the episode. Thankfully, again, Flower Finder and Heart Finder is doing wonders for us. And there we go. Let's get a first strike, since this guy doesn't seem to want to move. There we go. That's what I like to see. And the best kind of fights are the ones that can be taken out first strikes and with Mario's first turn, and not even needing your partner. Though I'm sure Flurry will get her time to shine. As I kind of showed off, particularly towards the end of the game. I kind of neglected Flurry, but towards the end of the game, I found some really good uses for her. Again, like the Gale Force getting rid of the Yuxes, like in Grodus' fight and on the moon. Ideally, I want to try to use the Ultra Hammer whenever I get the chance, but sometimes doesn't always work out that way. Let's... yeah, Super Hammer will take him out, no problem. But I prefer to get it on the first strike. I was hoping that would actually deal enough damage to... Oh! Another mushroom, thank you. Not that I think I'll really need it, at least for the first 20 levels. But, no matter. Take this guy out with the HP drain, so he doesn't get to use that on us. If these guys start copying themselves, I'm just using Quake Hammer. Ha-ha! I'm already bad enough with that one as it is. Imagine what trying to do the Super Guard would do. Wait a second, what am I doing? Gale Force. That'll get rid of the fog here, too. At least I'm fairly certain. Yeah, it does. Good. Bobbery's Bomb and his Appeal can also do that as well, but I'm sure I brought that up in the playthrough. There we go, Flurry. You're pulling your weight. And that used HP drain is available for us. I might as well take it. Oh, man. Okay, it's just one Gloomba alone. Oh, we also get fire here. That's new. And we've also seen, I believe whenever our partners have gotten hurt, they are taking one additional point of damage because the P up, D down will increase their attack while lowering their defense by 1 point. So that's the trade-off for that, but I figured it would probably be worth the risk. Then Happy Heart. It's just something that's going to be useful on top of the Heart Finder, which will spawn hearts after the battle. Heart Finder will allow us to gradually increase our HP in the middle of a fight. Stylish, stylish. Now, I actually, as a kid, whenever I did this place for the first time, I think my plan originally was I wanted to go into this place with 1 star point, and that way I figured I would level up before the 100th floor, but sadly my math was off, as there are a few other mechanics to this place that we have yet to see. Alright, come on, can we take these guys all out at the same time? That guy didn't even move. Alright, well, Quake Hammer's only 3 HP. 3 FP, I'm sorry. Thank you. And we'll get this back practically after the fight. What is it with that happening so often? And there we are. I don't even know what floor we're on at this point. I've already lost track, and that's probably going to be... That's probably going to happen a lot whenever we do this place for real. I'm hoping the next floor is floor 10, because there's more I want to say on it. Go. Okay, good, good. Good timing, Mega. Now, every 10th floor is an opportunity to leave. This will return you to the entrance. So this is kind of what I was talking about, where we only have to go as far as floor 20. Hit this block, and that'll lead your way down. But every 10th floor, you're also given a big reward. Here, I have the Sleepy Stomp badge. Execute superbly to make enemies sleepy. It's not really something I'll use, but the rewards are going to get very good the further we go down. I think my favorite is probably going to be the one we get on floor 50. So, and then occasionally, you can also see Charlieton, aka the street merchant here, and he will sell you items, though the further you get down, the higher the prices will be, and they're not always very good items. I think sometimes they're even just regular mushrooms with the prices jacked up. Charlieton, that's the kind of thing that I would expect from the Keelhaul Galleria shopkeeper, not from you. But then again, Charlieton kind of has a little bit of a sketchier practice as well. And it looks like they've added Piders from Chapter 2. So let's go ahead and tattle this new enemy, Paraglumbas. He's got an HP plus badge. Does that mean that it's... Does that mean it's got 7 HP? That's a Paraglumba. It's a Gloomba with wings. Max HP is 7... Oh wait, no. Its HP would have been 7 anyway. Because it's a... it's a Gloomba subspecies. Attack is 3 and defense is 0. It's like a stronger version of a Paracoopa, and maybe that's all there is to it. I wonder if living down here ever makes its wings moldy. Yuck! It's too gross to even think about. Ugh! And, oh, okay, yes it does. Because it has that HP plus badge, it has 5 additional HP than it normally would have. So... Can we take it out? No, okay. Well, at least Goombas are easy to super guard. Nice. And let's go ahead and just use Gale Force again. We don't need that HP plus badge. I've already got one. Plus, we still get the experience regardless. Not that we really need the experience because, again, I kind of feel bad because the first time I did this place, I really over-leveled. I don't remember quite how high I got, but I do not want to go very much past... Like, Superstar rank at level 30 here, I feel, is a good... No, I feel like that's a pretty good way to go into the pit. I don't feel super over-leveled here. That way, we get to see all the hazards, which we haven't actually seen the new hazards at work. We saw, like, the fire, but it didn't actually do any damage to us. That was just kind of the way the battle was introduced to us. So... I really don't need this for a regular cleft. It's fine, really, Merle. You could save this for later. Nice. But I know in my first playthrough of this game, I actually had... I mean, I was so bad at RPGs that upon leveling up, I think I upgraded HP almost every time because I figured, hey, if I have a ton of HP, I'll never die. No, that is not the case. I had about maybe 120 HP. At the very least, I know I was over 100. And the Shadow Queen still beat me more times than I can count. The only way I was finally able to defeat her was by running back to Rogueport after the Bowser fight. That was... Well, it took a lot of time, let's just say that. And even then, it was still many attempts later, even with the proper items, that I finally managed to beat her. So, let that be a lesson as to how important FP and... I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't ready to guard there. Let that be a lesson to how important FP and BP are. Use your badges. Use your special moves. I say that while still using the regular jump and standard attacks. Oh, come on, that should have counted! Not even giving you the option. I'm gonna take my own advice. Bye-bye. I don't think I plan on removing the Flower Finder and the Heart Finder when we do this place for real. How many times have I said do this place for real in this episode? Probably quite a bit. And can we get a first strike with... Oh, come on. I think that should have counted too. Come off it. Alright, well, Gale Force again. I probably could use multi-bounce and it would kill them all. Make a note for that later. Another Paragloomba. At least I can get that first strike. Oh, that guy is a life shroom. So even if we kill him, he's just gonna come back. Wait, unless we do this. If he comes back from this, I would love to see how he does it. Nope, you're just gone. So, Gale Force is... That's a move that I didn't used to use a whole lot, but it's kind of something I've grown a new appreciation for. Particularly from this Let's Play, which... I've always said the mark of a good product is you can keep coming back to it and learning new things about it. Oh, I didn't even get ready to use the Ultra Hammer. Well, at least he missed. You know what, actually? Let's see if we can just use multi-bounce. See if this will take him out. Yes, it does! Okay, and I used less FP to boot, so... That's, that way I can kind of strategize before the actual stream. Find ways to conserve your FP, so that way when you need it later, you have it. Hey! that guy doesn't look like he belongs here. What floor is this? This is level 18, so we're almost where we need to be. Can we... There's a beaten up toad lying on the ground. Doesn't look like he'll wake up until we actually finish this fight. I've got spike shield, so all I need to do is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fight's over. Get our spoils. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Huh? What? Who are you? Wah! Wow. Did you come here just to save me? Really? Pine Tea Jr.? Wow. Good. I have to get back alive. Show me the way out. Okay, let's go. You will just follow us. And, uh-oh. What do you have to say? Don't mind me. Just beat him. There we go. Got the first strike on that one. So this is our last fight that we'll be taking on for this episode. A fire flower. What do you think this is? Chapter 1? Get out of here with that crap. You have a flower stuck in you, sir. Never mind, you got it. Okay, let's go. And on floor number 20? Still no Charlieton. Okay, maybe we'll have better luck whenever we do this place for real. Hey, the exit! Okay, Pine Tea Jr., I'm on my way home. In this chest, you're given a fire drive. Attack all ground enemies and burn them as well. Personally, when it comes to fire attacks, I think I'll probably just stick with Vivian. But maybe something nice for you. Let's return to the entrance. We're done with this place. Now, if you actually try to go back down this pipe, you can't enter from here. Yep, they thought of that. There's no way to cheese it. My dad's back. Sorry for troubling you. I guess health and family really are the most important things, you know? I'll look for new work. I gotta be strong for my dear son. Thank you so much. I'll give you my treasure as a reward. It's really important to me, but nothing's more important than my dad, so here. You got the silver card, a parlor card that lets you play the plain, or the, sorry, I was so used to saying plain, the paper mode game. Now if you'll excuse us. Wait, who's saying that? Pine Tea Jr. or Senior? Whatever. Now if you'll excuse us, and really, thank you very much. You solved the trouble. And that is exactly 1/5 of the Pit of 100 trials. Yeah, don't expect the rest to be that easy. As to when we'll be doing the rest of the pit, I'll let you guys know in advance through Twitter or an update video, but I need some time to coordinate a date because we may even have a guest or two tagging along. Before we end off the part this time, I'd like to talk to you about the different battle stages and the ranks you can achieve every 10 levels. On top of the stages looking nicer, as you've seen, when you get to the next rank, the size of the audience and the hazards that can appear also change. The first rank in the game that you start with is Rising Star, where the audience has 50 members, and like we've seen throughout the whole game, hazards like the different stage props can fall on us and our opponents. At level 10, you become a B-list star, where the audience can hold up to 100 members, and you get what I'm assuming are supposed to be dry ice machines that can freeze anyone on stage. Fog can also appear, and water can occasionally pour down from above the stage and cure any negative status effect you have. At level 20, you become an A-list star, where the audience can hold up to 150 members, and the stage adds pyrotechnics, which can go off and damage anyone on the stage. A few other falling objects are introduced too, like a fork that deals damage and takes away any buffs that you might have, and these unnamed insects that, depending on if they're big or small, will either do 1 damage or inflict confusion if you don't guard them. And the one that we've seen in this video, the one that I grinded off screen to get to, at level 30 is Superstar rank. Now the audience max is 200, and we add these flamethrowers, which is maybe obvious, but they can inflict burn if you don't guard. There's also a chance that a meteor can fall from the sky and damage everyone, or a giant Bowser statue, which can fall but only damage either the left or right side of the stage, but not both at the same time. There's a video on YouTube here called 10 Ways to Die in Battle by Coop, which showcases practically every single hazard in the game. This is the same person who posted the Dry Bones video that I referenced in the last part. Oh, okay, I was actually looking for a place to end off the episode when we got an email. Who is this from exactly? It is from... Oh, Kapuk! Okay, so I had actually completely forgot about this. If you solve the trouble of somebody, they can actually send you an email like this. We haven't really seen anything like that since now is when we're actually taking care of the Trouble Center side quest. But the Trouble Center emails are the ones marked in this yellowish color. Anyway, Kapuk, hide and slash seek. What's up, Koops? After you found me, Koops, I found a nice hiding nook at a place called Goomstar Temple. It's so cold my shell is frosty, but it's a great place for hiding. Obviously, I don't want anyone to find me, but the thing is, I do want people to see how good I am at hiding. You see the bind I'm in? Anyway, spread the word. Come find me, the Wandering Hide-and-Seek Koopa. See you later, or not. Yours, Kapuk. Alright, well, I guess with that is all of the post-Chapter 2 troubles. So, next time on Paper Mario, the 1000-Year Door, we're going to be handling the post-Chapter 3 troubles and reclaiming our title as champion of the Glitz Pit. Until next time, this is Mega Remaster 1 signing out. Goodbye. The pit of 100 trials.